Hello, class. All right, today for our class, we're going to be going, it's a hygiene class. We're going to be going over some different things. Um, but mostly it's about skin and skin care. So, I've got a little booklet here that I'll go over in a bit. But since we're all guys here in the group, and I just got done shaving, I mean, I don't ever shave everything, but it's still good to shave. Just to keep everything even. But I'm going to let you know some of the things that I use when I shave. So I'm part of a club and I use shave butter. It's from Dr. Carver's. They're a pretty good company, so that's like the shaving gel that I use. You just put it on and then you depending on what kind of razor that you use, because there are different types. Some things just to, like if you have facial hair, to clean up the facial hair, or if you just want to shave your face completely. Once I'm done shaving, though, what I put on is some post-shave cream, also from Dr. Carver's. And then you just put that on wherever you shaved. It keeps your skin from kind of getting redness and things like that. Because you can get razor burn, and it's not the best look, and it's not the best for your skin. And then what I use to tighten up my skin is I use facial toner, which is witch hazel. And you take that, and then I also put that on after. And once I've kind of washed off the other stuff, then that's what I end with, is that. And then I also have, and what I use today is beard balm. When I did have kind of a longer beard, it's really good to use. All you do is you open it. If I can get it open. And then you see how it looks there. Then all you want to do is take it and see how the middle is kind of divoted. You just take your thumb and you just kind of go around. And then you take whatever's on your thumb, you put that in your palm, and you just kind of rub it together until it'll start to kind of heat up a little bit. Once it's kind of heated up, then you go ahead and you put it on your beard or whatever facial hair you have. I went once to get my facial hair cut, and they're the ones who suggested the beard balm. They said that the skin underneath your beard needs as much care as the rest of the skin on your face. And so beard balm is really good for what's underneath the hair and things like that. So, like I said, so that's the first part of it, is taking care of just your skin in general on your face when you're shaving. And depending on, like I said, what razor you use. Some people use an electric razor. Then if I use that, you don't really need shea butter or anything like that, but I would definitely after go with the witch hazel, and that'll take care of any sort of razor burn as well. You always want to have some sort of aftershave. I tend to use witch hazel just because it tightens the skin. So here's the book that came recently called The Skin Issue. It came with my last batch of shea butter and the shave cream. So let's go over some of the things that they say in here. That's there are some myths and some good things as well. So it's really small writing, so I might need to take my glasses off because I can't see as well. But it says the first part is this, which basically says Why does getting wet make my skin dry? So we've all stepped out of an invigorating hot shower, toweled off, and suddenly discovered that our skin feels so dry it hurts. How is it possible? We were just wet. So it's not a mystery, just science. Thanks to your sebaceous glands, your skin forms its own natural moisturizer called sebum, an oily, waxy fluid made out of triglycerides, fatty acids, and other chemicals. This light film not only helps protect your skin from outside particles, it also keeps the moisture in your skin locked inside. And that's what you want. You want to keep the moisture in your skin. So when you're washing your hands or your entire body, you're inevitably using cleansers to remove dirt, grime, and dead skin cells from your body. But they remove the sebum from your skin too. Once you're out of the water and dried off, you've taken away all the moisture the sebum once kept stored in your skin. So cleansers aren't the only culprit, by the way. A long, super hot shower can blast sebum off as easily as soap, and the chlorine in a pool will strip it away too. So these are things that we need to, look out for when we're out and about. So whatever body part or parts you've gotten wet, it says it's as important to moisturize them once they're dry. Not only does this help prevent cracks, irritation, and acne, a good moisturizer is going to make your skin look better and healthier too. When everything's moist, everybody wins. So moisturizer is a very good thing for your skin. I don't moisturize that much, only because I don't know. It makes it feel too slickery. But I should be using a lot more moisturizer. It is good for your skin. So the next part is meet the invisible spiders who live in your skin. And there's a warning that says you're about to learn some very uncomfortable things about your face. So here's what you need to know first. Your face is not in danger, and you are not alone. Every human being has face mites, like the plants. But you will never see them, and they will never hurt you. In fact, in a small sense, they could be considered a little helpful in that they eat sebum, the oil that seeps from your pores, to lubricate hair and hydrate the skin. But which in excess can also cause pimples. That's why they hang out on your face. The greasiest part of the human body is your face. Mostly, I think, because it's exposed a lot more to the sun and things like that. Hence, it being kind of greasy. So try to keep that in mind, because everything else about the genus Demodex, micro-sized, nearly transparent arachnids, is not going to make you happy, starting with the fact that they crawl into your pores to eat the 24-hour sebum buffet located there, where they are effectively moved for the entirety of their 2-week lifespan. So they don't last a long time, but they're always there. So it's kind of gross. But at the same time, there's lots of things that hang out. It's a good co-relationship in that they live off of you, but they're also helping your skin. Pardon me, I've got kind of a runny nose. It's kind of like the whales that swim. And, things like eat things off of the whales and help their skin. So, or almost the entirety. And here's when things get truly upsetting. When you sleep, the Demodex exit your pores and crawl around on your face. That's horrifying enough. But, but the reason they're out and about is to mate. They're out and about. Oh, yes, you've essentially been. Well, basically, so they're out and about to reproduce and create baby arachnids. So there's that. But again, they're helping. They're not hurting. And there's no way to really kill them off. So, let's see. The next part is, well, so why do people put cucumbers on their eyes in spas? So when you think of a spa, chances are you think about someone wrapped in white robe, mud mask on their face, and cucumber slices on their eyes. They don't. They don't. Let's see. They don't this to seem fancy, although that's a happy byproduct. Spas do it because cucumbers were practically designed to make your eyes look and feel better. The physical benefits of putting cucumbers on the eyes are that it helps to improve the appearance of puffiness and dryness. Says Paula Lopez, lead esthetician at Pure Spa and Salon. Cucumbers, high water content and coolness are great for soothing dry, irritated skin, especially sunburned skin. And that's just for starters. The vitamin K in the cucumber fruit, yep, like the tomato, it's actually a fruit. Strengthens the capillaries in the skin, which helps to get rid of dark under eye circles. It's ascorbic acid and caffeic acids pull off the nifty trick of lowering water retention while still managing to keep the skin properly hydrated, which lessens the visibility of lines and wrinkles. Cucumbers, then, are very much your eye's best friend. So forget the spa and head to the grocery store. So there are actual natural properties to cucumbers that help keep your eyes from being puffy and red. Hold on one moment. My apologies. I watered my garden this morning, and I think I might have some allergies from the grasses. Let's see. Okay, so historically horrible skincare. So there's 8 weird ways humanity has tried to take care of their skin over the centuries. Sour milk chemical peels. Chemical peels may have hit their peak popularity in the 90s, but the practice is thousands of years old. When the ancient Egyptians, including Queen Cleopatra, wanted to even out their skin tone, lessen their wrinkles, and lighten blemishes and scars, they'd hop in a bath full of sour donkey milk. Sour milk isn't spoiled milk, but it's on its way. The reason Egyptians endured the smell is because sour milk contains lactic acid, which removes the surface layer of skin to expose a newer, smoother layer underneath, much like extra thorough exfoliation. Next one, that sounds gross. These are all kind of gross, and that's the whole thing. Crocodile poop baths. Alas, nearly spoiled milk wasn't the only questionable substance the ancient Egyptians bathed in. Crocodile dung was believed to have some kind of anti-aging properties, and it was a belief widespread enough that ancient Greeks and Romans combined it with heated mud to form a mud bath, which they'd soak in for hours, or more simply would apply it as a face mask. This also sounds incredibly unpleasant, but not quite as awful as being the guy who has to fight all that crocodile poop without getting eaten and becoming crocodile poop themselves. Also, pink eye. I would be worried about pink eye because that's where it comes from. It comes from feces. Okay, and the next one is urine moisturizer. While modern people tend to carelessly flush their pee down the toilet, urine has been hugely popular throughout recorded history for many, many things. Ancient Indian and Chinese documents extol the benefits of drinking your own urine, and much of the classical world used fermented urine to clean and launder clothes. It was such a big business that the Roman Emperor Nero instituted a urine tax. Urine was also used to treat rashes, burns, and skin diseases. In the Middle Ages, washing your face with urine would hydrate your skin and help improve your complexion. And here's the thing, it works. Urine contains urea, which is a natural skin moisturizer, softener, and exfoliant, and it's still used in a wide assortment of modern skincare products. Luckily, there are now more specific ways of making urea beyond just going to the bathroom. I hope they don't have any of that in the stuff I'm using in my face, And they're talking about it like it's so good. Okay, well, we've gone over a lot of this stuff. Now, the next one is really important, and we will end on that. Yep. So it says, what should I know about skin cancer? It's more dangerous than you realize and not as safe as you think. Number 1, skin cancer is the most common type of cancer. In the United States, more people are diagnosed with some form of skin cancer every year than all other cancers combined. In fact, the Skin Cancer Foundation estimates 20% of Americans develop skin cancer before the age of 70, and cases are on the rise. Skin cancer usually affects older individuals, but unfortunately we're seeing a rise in younger individuals too, says Dr. Anthony Rassi, a dermatologist at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. So wear sunscreen. So like I said, when we get back to program, it's very important that we're putting on sunscreen, especially when we're working in the park and outside, and or going to, say, when we go to Santa Cruz or things like that, we want to make sure. Number 2, the sun is not your friend. It kind of is. It does contain vitamin K, but too much sun is definitely not good. Looking forward to hitting the beach this summer to work on your tan? Don't. A 2010 study in the scientific research magazine British Journal of Cancer found that 86% of melanomas are caused by the sun. If you tend to burn easily, which I do, well, actually, I don't burn that easily, but you need to be even more careful. Your risk for melanoma doubles if you've had 5 serious sunburns before you're 20. Well, luckily, I haven't had that. And if you've ever had a single sunburn so bad it blistered, you're in the same boat. I can tell you, I do know somebody that I helped that was close to getting blisters and their skin even splitting. But I helped get them back to a safe place with aloe and cold water. Number 3, indoor tanning is even worse. So when you go in a tanning booth or bed, you are bathing in ultraviolet rays that can be 10 to 15 times more powerful than the sun emits, according to the SCF. Not only are UV rays proven to cause cancer, the International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies them as Group 1 carcinogens, a group which includes cigarettes and plutonium. And if you've ever seen Back to the Future, you know that's not good. And here's a quote. If you have a history of tanning at a young age, you're increasing your risk of basal cell carcinoma by around 69%, says Rossi. Number 5. You can die from skin cancer. If skin cancer goes unchecked, it can spread to other organs. Some tumors, when they grow big enough, can also wrap around nerves, which can cause nerve problems, says Rossi. When things are more advanced, these cancers may need radiation and chemotherapy or immunotherapy. The SCF estimates that 2 people die from skin cancer every hour in the US alone, which is why it's so important to keep the sunscreen on and those skin exams on schedule. So, watch out for, so moles are a warning sign, but moles aren't the only warning sign, which is number 4. Although most people know to watch out if they see a mole that has suddenly changed in its size, shape, or color, any new spot growth, or a scaly patch on your skin could be trouble, especially a sore that won't heal. You should perform a thorough self-exam of your entire body once a month and see a dermatologist once a year. If you have a history of sunburns, indoor tanning, or skin cancer in your family, you should go more often to be safe. So, like I said, very important. Make sure we're taking care of ourselves. And another thing that's very important with this is to know your family's medical history. Even when it comes to strokes and dementia or anything like that, it's good to know your family's history and then take the proper steps to make sure that you don't get there. Like I said, this has been a hygiene class. Take care of your skin. It's important. It's the largest organ on the body. And yeah, I want to make sure. Now, when it comes to shaving, I'm going to have a quiz for you for the next part. That if, especially during COVID, if you happen to have facial hair, what kind of beard would look best on you if you want to keep your facial hair? Or just shave it all off and clean. Anyway, I miss you all, and I will see you all later on. Bye for now.